What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to more Vicky 3 as Peru-Bolivia. We are marching towards war, finishing up our naval bases, and about to have a long queue of gold mines under construction here to fund our expansion. Go and fight Brazil, maneuvering our troops to help hopefully have some good frontage here. There is the war with Brazil. We have a little bit of debt here. I want to make sure we raise our taxes during this war because I just don't want to deal with that debt right now. And we'll cut our government wages too. I want to get out of our credit if at all possible. We are going to lose our great power status, but that's temporary. And we should just push pretty hard here. Their navy is involved in the region. I know while I have you here, I can just do a sneaky little take Rio. We now have National Guard. Can't really invest in that much, but that's going to help us with droughts and things. Should be a free attack. You should be attacking. There you go. Take our other 2-stack navy here. We're just going to keep doing this with the South African Corps. Mining accident. We want to, for now, support the industrialists. We don't want to go all the way full industrialists, but a little bit of industrial support will do us some favors here. So since we control the front here now. Anti-Chilean society, you can... How do they feel? Ending an embargo, diplomatic demands are passing. Okay, let's just start leaving here. It's good support, but they're our subject. And eventually we want to just keep them happy, right? That is our goal. Fleet's dead. Whatever. I think we'll be fine now, considering who's where. Also, GB's going to have mobilized all their armies to deal with this stuff. So it's going to benefit us to have this, because we're going to now have massive armal numerical advantage here. And suddenly, Brazil is going to be slavery-free. We freed the people via first subjugating them. Yay, okay. It's funny how weak Brazil is once you call in a bigger, scarier dude to fight them for you. But that's why it pays to have friends. Credits can get paid off slowly. This war should be over very soon. There's our war goal. Double check. Take our 3 states, free their slaves, and suddenly we look big and scary, even though it's only 3 underpopulated states. Incorporate both of them. We need to reset production in both states as well. And welcome Mato Grosso and all your rubber plantation goodness. That is very good for us. We should have more interests. Ethiopia, Zanj, and let's start going into this region here. We now do protectorate demands against most people in our region. That's good. We want to get this handled. We're going to probably protectorate Brazil eventually. I want to keep people decently appraised of our relations. I don't want them to be too high. Like, can I still protectorate you? See, because you can still protectorate even if you have pretty high relations. We want to keep them at that level. Right? 5K is the mark to beat here. How are market access in places like Potosi? Those should be up number here. Berstadt seems to be fine. So for now, let's go ahead and ditch the Berstadt Railway, move it down, and work on something else. Not passing any laws. Let's see if we can change that. Institutions look fine. I see a movement total separation potentially. I do like this right here. So land voting everybody loves. Wealth voting most people love. Census suffrage most people love. Universal suffrage everybody but the all. Let's go universal here. It's a lot of support for this. I think we can make it happen. We're going to regret if we end up missing the window here while we have an intelligentsia, a Democrat in charge of the armed forces, but that's how we expel Khadism. The liberal movement is also being supported by us, as is the modernization movement. All right, and I think once we have a handle on our economic situation, I want to get our innovation cap. I want to hit that number. Missions are working on pharmaceuticals and quinine here. Dialectics be good as well. How is our spread? We're currently getting crystal glass over here. We're going to leave the military to kind of spread itself. Don't necessarily need a huge... All right, currently we have a moderate. Is that good? Let's move popularity instead. Don't want him to go and be against us. Right now he's just ambivalent, but if we go the wrong way, he'll be against us, and that's just not good for us. Britain's not really investing too much in us right now. That's fine. We can stop the Power Block Embassy. We're already in great relations with you, and we can use that influence better. Universal suffrage has failed. All right, how much does it take to pick up you? You're going to only go up in value. Oh, we just lost our minor power rank because I'm not paying my guys. That's fine. We can let the MP tick down and get things working. Everything in our market's going to be doing wonders for us because we are in the British market, but I do need to kind of plan for eventually maybe leaving the market. And there's some industries that just are always valuable for us. What's this 5th Army? Let's make the Home Army again. Everyone's gonna be part of the Home Army. If you don't have a role, this 5th Army is probably gonna be that for us. Considering they're stationed in our capital. Check our mobilization as well here. Opium for sure. We'll use rails to do this all by the book. Getting our net time at the cost of industrial support. I'd love to get a second agitator. It's just a weird thing for me to say because normally I'm not too happy with them, but right now we do need the agitators. Let's drop the maintenance and the pause in Potosi. We're at the point where it's more valuable to use the taxes, in my personal opinion. Just to keep our credit around the level. And our private investment is actually doing very well. We need to up our in construction. I want to hit the line where we're not growing our investment pool. But also, at the same time, I want to make sure our balance is doing all right. And we're still at a higher level of tax. So it's a trade-off between the two. Democracy is advancing. Let's get that done. Hopefully we can get rid of these Cadillos. Chile should start liking us more. The duel, it is between a market liberal and a moderate. We should let them fight. Is the market liberal in charge? It is a market liberal in charge. That means we could probably go and get rid of interventionists. But intervention is not terrible for us. Remember, command economy is what we eventually want here. Gold mines are being staffed, I think. Our population should be growing. Yes, I do want to eventually get no migration controls here. Which means doing a pivot to the industrialist briefly. It's just gold mine on gold mine on gold mine. We're just building a ton of gold mines. And somewhere in there is a military thing. Okay. Let's get the success chance. The prestige loss is probably hurting us here. It's the fact we're building two things at a time, which is a good thing to have, but it's a fine line between success and loss here. Let's go ahead and up or cut our taxes a little bit. Helps us with the contested government situation. We're going to have our first election soon. With their help, the bill shall pass. Liberal movement, we want them to have support here. It's a good thing for us. Opium tax is very high. We'll just eat these expenses, I think. Can we colonize something? We can. Ion is a little bit ways away. That's why it's good to focus on the areas where we'll actually make profit. Speaking of, these look fine. Come on, universal suffrage, get this stuff done. Okay, now that Argentina is colonizing, I feel comfortable subjugating them. I think that should be our next move. Same with Paraguay. Speaking of, let's do Paraguay right now. You don't have a lot, so we're just going to try to fight you with the Marines here. Save us a little bit of money. Let's throw in a war reps here. And hell, let's ban your slavery. Unless I can call you in for a ban slavery. Nope. I think I just punched the mic there, so apologies if I did. And debts go up. Sins of the past, we want to... So who are you? You're moderate and you're a church. Both of those, I think, are good benefits for us. We do want to shift out of the petite bourgeoisie situation where we're at here. I already have appointed bureaucrats, which is pretty good. Elected bureaucrats are better for us. We'll go for that next, if we get this one. And in between the cause without a rebel, we are gonna... This is our Republican. Go ahead and keep your activism here. Let's see how it goes. Alright, this is not looking too hot, so let's just throw in the main army here. Win this fast. Gift among friends. Landowner loyalists. Let's keep the market liberal here. This is a potential. They are on the way out, but if we can do like a free trade law, we can get a lot of support from them for free. Basically. Alright, we're building up our debt again because of this war. Public health and private health. Which means I wanted to click this button too. Alright, we're going to keep our authority here because we're going to probably lose it once this war is over. If I had to hazard a guess. There goes Paraguay. Welcome to our subjects. Good relations with you. Ecuador is pretty close. Grassroots support. Who else could possibly get support here? Let's get this lower stratus to pop. Our loyalists. Is that Haiti? Is that an independent Haiti with this region? Oh, wow. When did they give that to Haiti? That's a first. I've never seen them do that. That is surprising. So many gold mines. And they're getting built, which is, like, good. Verstappen. Let's get our railways that we have, though, in the queue up higher. There's universal suffrage. We have low legitimacy. That's going to change. We just gotta wait for the damn thing to happen for that, though, I guess. Political parties will form. That means Cadeism should start going down. We should wait that out. Back to making a baseline of money here. Interest is still a little high. Peru-Bolivia, Chile, Paraguay. You are a Republican. We'll make you ambitious here. Afro-Brazilian nationalists. They want to have multiculturalism. Ram plays off. Conservative Party. Let's get the gold and the interest rate there. Hell yeah. So the Afro-Brazilian nationalists, we can deal with those soon. I want to get the election, and we'll probably be fine afterwards. Let the march go forth. Do we want to do the radicals? Roll the dice. We'll lose some deep bourgeoisie right now. Colonies are doing fine. 29's at 29 months. We have a new president. There is our election. That's a lot of people. What's the difference here? 78 versus... See the smaller party. We can always get everybody else in here. It's just as a good growth. I think what we want to do here is really go and start bumping up things like public schools. And no migration controls. Let's start with... I don't know which one to start with. No migration controls. Let's get... I want more pop. Pop is going to be huge for us here. I'm already seeing we're probably not going to get egalitarian society. Just because we're... That's just how... I feel like you have to focus egalitarian society from the start here. To really get it done. Migration attraction, yes. Every time. Migration attraction. Crystal glass. Oh, we have some things I could have turned on for a while now. We do want public trams, but... You know, it just requires motors. It doesn't actually say it needs the rail. That's actually very helpful. We gotta get used to that change, because it didn't used to be that way. Industrialists don't like us right now. But I want to have... No, actually they do like us right now, so I can take the hit anyway. Give them some attraction. They can be angry. We'll go for like a change in the multiculturalism stuff anyway. We'll try it at least. Assuming this passes. Bonus test chance, yes. We're gonna keep pissing off the Catholic Church though. When you have a hammer. Alright, just roll the die. I don't mind fighting off a 2-stack army. We can do that with pretty much anything. South African Corps, you can have the Democrat in power. Cautious Advanced Democrat sounds like a yes to me. Also, I'm gonna pay my military government a little bit more. I want us to hit at that range. There we go, major power status. I want us just to throw out a protectorate here. Cancel the revolution. Your war goal is going to be a wonderful ban slavery in Argentina. Let's get some more reps from you as well. Don't need to conquer state or anything here. Let's maybe not get the 5%. We suffer some losses, but this is good for us. We're going to get puppets more. More puppets are good in this rivalry, so we can improve with you. Get our other puppets to be happy being our puppets. Alright, right now this is a good thing to hit because it will actually not impact Argentina once we take them. Also tax. That's a little bit much. Let's cancel 2 of these. Sectionist bomb buildings, okay. Trade unit attraction, sure. The mob approaches. Loyalists. Ah, we didn't get the loyalist pop thing. Local migration will welcome our traditionalists. Lose some prestige, but we get rid of radicals. I don't need a traditionalist. Instead, I'm seeing this Democrat, and I'm liking the Democrat. We did already get the Democrat law passed. Is there anything better? Could see this being valuable here. Public schooling support from the... Let's see, let's get a radical in here. By someone who would normally support what we want them to support. Peru-Bolivia radical could help us out here for the public school support. They're pretty strong right now, right? Or is the, how are they? They're at 12, and Rolfolk are at 6. And if I were to come for public schooling here, it's a Catholic church, but if I throw the Peru-Bolivia in and have them help out a little bit, I would like that. So that's what we'll do. Get the radical. And this gentleman is going to be granted leadership once the Peru-Bolivia are part of our government. So let's just do this. And welcome to our control. Alright, it's going to reduce our government, like, legitimacy. But that means these guys will probably more shape up into the Liberal Party with the radical in charge. You do not want to be in the British... Oh, God, they can join the Anti-British League. That's going to hurt us a little bit. Up the dress, scrap the draft. Para Workers Brigade. Loyalist and Peru-Bolivia, sounds good. Probably should have done a naval invasion here. Thinking about this. Pick our 20 stack. Forgot the British were involved. Never mind, this is just going to be cleaned up in one easy. But that's your capital anyway, so... Just a quick war, in and out. Minus the $1 million in debt we've accrued. Get the war goal. Argentina is ours. We're going to reduce your subject payments. We're going to improve relations. Roll by decree. Forgot having the armed forces in power. Well, it's going to weaken our stuff a little bit, but we'll tank it. Should be fine. Alright, so paying full wages and everything, we are down 10k. Not ideal at all. But if we can get some of these guys to stop hating us. You are going to be a problem because you have that hostile 86. But it should go up really fast, honestly, all things considered here. And we should have our protectorate options against the other guys as well. You have an alliance defensive pacts that are scary. Guaranteed independence by them. That is also scary. Let's stabilize here, I think. Paraguay. I want to get Chile into a puppet status here, I think, is going to be our income. And now our civil war is going down, so that's all good. That's all good. How do we look over here? I know I went and got some claims on the region, but it doesn't really matter for us, I think, too much over there. Argentina has their colonization rights. That is a glitch. Should be gone. It is gone. And quinine is on the way. I don't want to give 24 infamy. You can lose the arm. Yeah. Where's the uprising? Ecuador? Northern Cape. Okay. So we have this guy over here. Coin flip on if this is a stall or a success. It was a success. You're now an authoritarian. No. Belgium wants defensive pact. Okay. And I don't hate it. I'll accept it. Which is good for us. It's not like a bad thing. I don't think we're ever going to get attacked by the current guys that are around here. Can we fight Mexico? That's the real question. Mexico's kind of weak. Not kind of. They are just weak, I think. The Paz also needs a railway. Assuming this is fully staffed, of course. You are. $23 of construction on our gold stuff. No trade routes or anything being used. Still losing money here. Colonial growth. We can now turn on everything with quinine and feel decent about it. There comes Dialectics, but after this, it's got to be a push over to here. Honestly, I think dynamite is more important than reinforced concrete in this case, because we can use dynamite and, by proxy, nitroglycerin to get our gold income up, which will probably fix our credit problem. I think we attack New Granada. Get another protectorate. Gonna go for the war reparations as well. Throw a big army into this border. Have our Bolivian Marines ready to assist as well. Get our navy over here. Mexico does like this. They'll probably get involved one way or t'other. They should, unless they're just going to abandon them, their friends. There's 2 supports. You know who would get involved here? Belgium. Or what war goal? I don't know. Gonna ban slavery in New Granada. Welcome, Belgium. Did offer that to you, right? You've declined. Well. Protectorate Mexico, don't really care to do that. Obligation. Want Wallonia from the Netherlands. Oh, you want... Oh, Netherlands are involved now. This has gotten to be a mess. This is terrible. Alright, let's fall back here. We fall back. We don't do this. We don't do this. Let's go auto-save port. Gotta remember to make my pre-save, my pre-war saves. Did not foresee all of them doing that. This dude, I should just fight Brazil. I should just fight Brazil. Yeah, let's just do this. I need to spend my stuff. It should be spent on Brazil. Maranhão and Piauí. Or where is this? Right here. And let's show them the mastery of naval combat that I am going to utilize to just destroy them. We're also going to call in Great Britain. Wow. So we're going to throw in a war reps. We're going to primary war that. Free infamy is not a lot, but I want to do... Let's throw Maranhão in for a primary here. That way if they give up, we're still getting some good stuff out of them. Could liberate other countries, which would help us. Humiliate would be nice too. Did we really lose it from doing the... Yeah, it's from making it primary. Liberate country would have been a good answer as well. We'll just throw some expenses over this way. They should have enough to actually be able to defend their coast. But GB should be able to push fast enough to where I don't care. And I just gotta raise my taxes here. We gotta make sure we're making some kind of profit here. This means these guys are gonna maybe rise up. That's fine. Go ahead and pull back here. Just take the north here. Bish bang bosh. Playing a little game of chicken with this navy. It worked in our other campaign, so it will work here. Yeah, it's a little bit slow. And suddenly we have the coast. Alright, both you're going to cautious advance here because it's just good. Let's do delaying tactics. As we have another army coming. Hello. Undeserved blame. We must learn to live together. Who is here? This dude is a Democrat. Come on in. We welcome you. Also liberal movements. Anti-Chilean society. We're just gonna keep beating down Brazil until they're not valuable anymore. We have given up an obligation, I believe, right? Or we could call ally instead of the obligation, okay. Remember to colonize more things if we can. And Brazil is on the way out. War is over. They owe us war reps. We're never going to subjugate you. We're just going to keep picking you apart piece by piece here. I think that's the better option. This is a war against the British Raj, the Indian Utilitarian Revolt. I think the British Raj will win that. I expect them to win that. Okay, I want to just get this credit paid off. We're just going to take the hit here for a little bit. Liberal dot is done. Now I need public schools, multiculturalism, and other things. We're not passing a law. Oh. Well, I can see why. Total separation does have support, though. We'll go for that. See how the election fares. And I think with 14k being earned in brief spurts, we can cut our taxes here and get rid of that. Alright, Liberal Party, let's get the success chance on total separation. What are the two parties? So we have the Liberal Party, the Free Trade Party, and then we have the Conservative Party. We'll probably throw them all in anyway. The illusion of choice. Total's campaign, let's get... Who is this dude? He's a Republican. Get some rest before you get back out on that campaign trail. Take your time. Okay, I don't think Brazil's going to be much of a problem. They still have a force, but we've kind of decimated them in a way. Take the Brazilian dude and pull him over here. Holy cow, we have a lot of guys in the Marines over here. Too Brazilian radical. I want you to support me, but you're against a lot of the stuff I'm doing here. Lose more authority. I'm fine just losing that. It's just going to mean we're going to have radicals and opposition groups not like us. Peasant movements are kind of done. What else are peasant movements can even sway for? I think industry political strength is fine for the industrialists. I want you in power here. Let's get the total separation here and weaken the church. Get them out of our politics. I need to get universities. We are behind on that. Third of the way into the game, we're not getting our universities built. Speaking of, I'm not either doing my research production here and then incorporate states in the same. A lot of good rubber plantations that we can derive value from. It's the potential of the land that I want here, not even directly controlling it. It's just knowing that this will be valuable. Right, I can't really up our investment yet until we get better relations with Peru-Bolivia because it's going to knock them into the high here. Right now they're at 67. And if I click this button, they get by 10, so we need this to be lower. It's also the reason why I'm not going for Paraguay. Or Uruguay. Alright, so that stuff's getting done. We want to prioritize making profit with what we're building here. And I feel like the best way to do that, and actually still have something useful for us, is to probably get 5 of these, what's the word? Paper mills. I got there. Just took me a while. With the connection debate, we want this to pass. We're just going to really piss off the Catholic Church, but this should be their entry into exiting our... Entry into exiting. The beginning of them starting to phase out of our politics here. Catholicism should be slowly forced out. They are still very powerful. But we can get some support if we go and do like a swap here towards this. Which would be very good for us. We can get elected bureaucrats. We've already been doing some appeasement of the intelligentsia, so it'll just help us in the long run with our bureaucracy. So that's what we will do. Elected bureaucrats, it's got wide support. Let's get it done. I think after this we need to go public schooling. Church is going to be on the way out. It's going to give us some time for them to stop getting pissed by their recent changes. Catholic traditionalists. We'll get the Mammoth time and deal with them later. Alright, our gold mines are going to be all done. We're going to finally have most of our gold mines queued up. Faith knows no bounds. The approval would be nice. Let's do it. We can get by with them. Royal folk are really angry at us. Why? It's the high authority, or the low authority, I should say. So I can drop us... I think we can drop the modernization movement here. And just be fine with what we have. That was fun for a couple seconds. Okay, while we're here, I want to get some universities in our most populous state. 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're not going to keep Verstadt or Transvaal, so we're not going to do there. So let's just get those 2 done. Exile character country culture is triggered between us. This is popularity for the petite bourgeoisie, and we lose Republican authority. I think we should go for the... I think we'll go for this. We just kind of rest on our laurels here. 1K. Do we have any other valuable? Luxury clothes is more valuable than our tobacco, but we're not going to, of course, make that change right now. Time modifiers mostly are going to get on the way out. Once these are done, we'll have positive support for all of our things. All right, now remember, our goal here is to go communist, which means going down this path for a while. And I mentioned it, I don't know why I ended up stopping this, but we want to go for dynamite, and we also want to get reinforced concrete and improved fertilizer. And then after that, we're probably not going to touch upon much of anything over here in our areas of focus. Keep the patent still. So we actually make more money by doing a little bit of this? No, we all... Alcohol's in surplus. What we can do, and we should do, is turn on nitroglycerin on all these. It's going to cause us some deaths, but I think we still grow. And this right here is a really cool clip because that just feels nice. It's an extra 4K per week. And the rubber industry hasn't even began. Let's prove our acceptance. Elected bureaucrats is on the way. And we're moving towards a liberal system of thought, which is nice here. Cultural exclusion feels good as well. I think public schools has to be next, though. Catholics are just on the edge of being super angry at us. So we lose some gold fields, we'll throw those back in the queue. Public schools. And we're making a ton of money right now. Which means I want to counteract what we have right here. Amazonas, let's just go ahead and get you a good 10 of these. This is insane. I'm going to double our construction capacity. Our current construction costs are what? So I think this will be another 80k or another 40k in costs. Which means we'll be in debt once we get this done, but I can raise our taxes to make it done. 3 trade, I will add that to the queue. I don't mind free trade. In fact, we'll actually make ends meet here. We'll lose some more reps from Brazil. But I think we'll be fine. Ecuador currently has lower payments. Alright, we could swap over. Where are you at? You're at 68. We need to get this even lower. Because Chile is able to become a subject here. Alright, our construction's going to change rapidly here, so get ready to tank some more expenses. This is still going up because the armed forces are in power, but we can deal with that. Let's get the enactment time here. Gold in the Yukon. I think this will still be fine. Can all of these guys actually get worked? Like, if they have the sufficient pop? I guess they do. Eventually it'll be rubber that we're investing in. Shewa and Kava will let us get involved. Armed forces will stay as they are. War goal or obligation. No subject status, so I don't care. Lowest strata pop become radical. Let's try to go for the one where we don't get people becoming radical. Don't know if that worked. Don't think it did. And after all those, we're only around 3 to 5k in cost here. Which is not terrible. Especially considering we're about to build a ton of stuff. I do need to make a move over here, though. Doing something. The double guaranteed independence here is going to be fucking abysmal. We don't actually have a front with them. Meaning I can do some cheese. Let's give this a shot. No guarantees we have success with this. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if this works out poorly. But if I can do a make protectorate play over here... How big is my navy? It's actually, honestly, probably good enough size this could work. Let's get 10 man of wars. There you go. Let's see how this works. So the goal here is to take their capital and get these sieges done fast enough. That was an unexpected aspect of this, but call ally in. And I'm going to take French Guiana. Do you have anything else? You have Bolivar, Miranda. This is all just other stuff. Alright, so this is distractions. They're going to actually call... See, that's what sucks. It's that one. But I think we'll be fine here if we have the naval might. Not much less chance. It's just better. Let's raise our taxes here because I want to keep our cost of war down. It's temporary. No one's coming to this front at all. I also got to watch out for the south. I want to have you stationed over here just in case I feel like we're going to need you. Definitely going to get naval invaded at some point. Stand down. We're having Bolivar. What's their goal? Are you just abandoning us? Oh, they got time to get troops here, though. Reprimand the general. Oh, the naval invasions are coming in strong here. Alright, they're now going up. How are you going up? They have support independence from everybody we are currently fighting. In that case, we're going to go ahead and get you into puppet status, and just we'll kind of eat the barrier here. I'll probably fight a war against Argentina to get them down, and support independence be damned. Cancel the holding. Extra teachers, we'll take it. Oh, we've taken DC. So the main thing is we just need to get this before we get, oh, speaking of. Alright, this should just be a win for us. Get our push here. Push again. Push one more time, and there they go. Take both. Want you back over here. Just in case we need you. Public schools does not have any fucking support right now. What is going on? If we do, let's just do a swappy do here, just so we have support for this. I want this to get done before we do the election. We'll lose some bourgeois support. Who are you? You're a Democrat. You can be ambitious. We've already got the big thing done, the bourgeois they don't like, and that's open borders. We're professionals. Who are you? The Democrat in charge. Currently, we already have a Democrat, so he can do what he wants. Venezuela is in the ranked protectorate. That is good. Argentina is going to be growing. We need to invest in Argentina to get past these modifiers for supporting the independence from France and the Netherlands. We'll have a truce with France, though, at the end of this. The colonies are doing fine, so I don't need to invest in anything else. I think we should maybe do this region, though. It's got shit progress, but it's something we can grow. Let's finish public schools before I make this switch, but we will do it. This actually is the public school coalition, so we'll do that. 71% chance. Golden Northern Cape. Industrialists do like us right now. Rural folk don't. Let's get a little bit of rural folk support. And we are very, very close with getting this done. We're both going to be going down because we don't have the war goal, but there goes the United States, and France should be close behind too. And the British Raj is back down into play. And they should go down fast enough. 1.77. They've got loans. They've got the UK causing them problems. Let's just take the hit. Bam. Take French Guiana. And we take this little piece of land, and suddenly the French don't have power here at all. None of this matters. Don't want any bad modifiers here. We're as minimal as we can. Chile versus something. I'll help our subject. But that is a war 1. Send one over here to help win this front faster. Okay. So Argentina is going to have some support independence, mostly from the Netherlands, so we need to deal with the Netherlands. Speaking of the Dutch, they have defensive pacts and alliances with a lot of people. I also need to call this one here. So let's get out of the war. Let's get our economy fixed, which should happen once this is done and our guys stand down. And let's just see what we can do here. So you would do like us. You do like this. We have Venezuela. So our market is actually going to be pretty big. It's the Brazilian market. It's the British market, but it's functionally the same. Haiti is our power block member, meaning eventually we might have to turn against GB if we want to unify the lands, which would be cool to do, so we might do it. Speaking of, we have the Confederation of the Andes, which I haven't been able to form here. We need pan-nationalism. And we need to only control 12 of the states. So it sounds like I need to protectorate this nation. And our government currently is fixed. Okay. All right, so there we are. Back to stability. We have damn near everybody. We're missing Uruguay, Brazil, and New Granada from South America into our coalition of nations. We need to take this area from the Netherlands. That shouldn't be hard. The only one scary here is Prussia. Who are scary, don't get me wrong. But if I do this, then I say I want this state for 5 infamy. Gonna make an autosave here. Let's see what happens. We'll do this in the next episode, though. For now, I'm Cosmic. If you enjoyed, I've been Sean, the Smooth Skinners, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.